Okay, so Jezebel has this crazy article talking about Trump throwing catnip to his men's rights base. As a men's rights activist, we are not his base. We are not a pro-Trump movement. We're not anti-Trump. We're not anti-Republican. We're not pro-Democrat, anti-Democrat. We're not a political movement. The men's rights movement is just about men's rights. But this particular article is ridiculous, and I need to address it because it's talking about his Title IX decision regarding accusations of sexual assaults on college campuses. And the way it's making it seem like, oh, it's making it easier for people to get away with sexual assault, that's not what it is at all. It's giving people who are accused a chance to defend themselves. But let's take a look at what it actually says. So I've posted a link to the article in the description. I won't read the whole thing, just as one paragraph. Among Trump's former and now reinstated guidelines is an especially cruel requirement that mandates schools hold live hearings for accused students to cross-examine their accusers, which can be highly traumatic for rape survivors. But hold on, that's saying that someone who is accused of rape is allowed to defend themselves. Essentially, this article is assuming. But see, here's the problem with saying that, oh, it's cruel to allow a rapist to cross-examine his victim, is that you're assuming his guilt. The point of being able to ask questions to the accuser is to prove that you're not actually guilty. Because if you have proof that you're innocent, why shouldn't you be allowed to present that proof? Okay, so continuing on. Trump's rules also allow schools to skirt liability for off-campus assaults and allow them to use clear and convincing evidence standard of proof when investigating reports. Now, just think about what that just said. First of all, if it's off-campus, then it shouldn't be the school's responsibility. It's the police's responsibility because it didn't happen on the school. And then it says it allows them to use clear and convincing evidence. Well, yeah, if it's a serious crime like rape, it should have to be clear and convincing evidence. Why wouldn't you need to have clear and convincing evidence? I don't like doing these videos because I don't want to make this like a pro-Trump channel because the men's rights movement is like neutral politically. But that's crazy that they have a problem with using clear and convincing evidence. If you're accusing someone of rape, don't you think you should have clear and convincing evidence? I mean, is there any crime that you don't think you should have clear and convincing evidence? I mean, that's nuts. So then it goes on to explain exactly what the new standard means, and it's really kind of outrageous, the fact that they would complain about this. Here's what it says. This requires about 75% certainty to determine if someone has committed sexual misconduct, a much higher evidentiary standard than the preponderance of the evidence standard, which requires 51% certainty and is standard for civil suits. Well, it's, yeah, I mean, it should be much higher standard than a civil suit. It's not a civil case. It's sexual assault. It's a very serious crime that people could spend years in prison for. People have gotten the death penalty for rape in the United States before. So it should be a much higher standard. He goes on to say, the rules also require that sexual harassment allegations be objectively offensive, severe, and pervasive for schools to take action. Well, yeah, I mean, shouldn't it be objectively offensive, severe, and pervasive for the school to take action? It's an accusation of rape. It's extremely serious, so look, right? Here's the bottom line. This decision is basically saying you can defend yourself if you're accused of sexual assault on a college campus. And I think it's very dangerous and very scary if you have people saying you shouldn't be allowed to even defend yourself if you're accused of such a serious crime. It's not saying that rapists should be able to get away with it. It's saying that if you are accused, right, you get your chance to state your case and make your defense. And that, to me, just kind of seems obvious. So, I'm Blue Orange 22. Tell me what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching. But it's still just so dishonest or just clueless. I don't know if the author is just like that brainwashed and they're just wrong, or if they're just blatantly lying and promoting disinformation. But talking about how Trump is throwing catnip to his men's rights activist base, as if like men's rights, what we would support is making it easier for rapists to get away with it is just so disgusting and so dishonest. I really felt the need to make a response to this article. And I'm going to reach out to the author, Kylie Chung at Jezebel, and just sort of explain and clarify that this is not how men's rights activists think. We do not support rape, and that's not what this law is supposed to be about. And I'm going to share this video, send this video, and maybe we can have a conversation about it, because this one just kind of bothered me on a personal level. And that's kind of why I'm making this video. But anyway, I'm Blue Orange 22, and thanks for watching.